Hello everyone. Today we're just going to be talking about something every runner and coach should keep an eye on. So essentially it's the bounce. So in biomechanics, we call this the vertical oscillation. And when you're bouncing too much, treadmill, outside, really anywhere, you're wasting energy moving up and down instead of forward. So this basically turns every step into high impact landing that your shins have to deal with. So keep doing this, shin splints will happen. I think early on in my running, very bad shin splints. So firsthand, I've seen this before, learned from it. Focused on overall just good form, center of mass, stuff like that, which we'll get into. But yeah, let's get into my running video here. Looking at my run here, you can see how AiKYNETIX tracks this without a lap. So right now, I am at a high cadence, 168 steps per minute, and my vertical oscillation is 0.04 meters. So this is exactly what you want to see in a runner. I'm staying level. Notice how feet under center of my mass. And this keeps my energy focused on the road ahead and also keeps the impact forces nice and low. So now I want to emphasize kind of the heavy runner effect essentially. And let me fast forward here. This is where I'm kind of trying to overstride. So right here, watch what happens. As my pace and cadence drop down, I'm at 136. Oscillation jumps to 0.06 meters. So it is about a 50% increase in bounce, and I'm essentially becoming a heavy runner here. Hitting the belt much harder every stride, and then basically here, say you do this for miles and miles, what do you think is gonna happen? So much stress, shin splints, you'll hear knee pain, even hip, anything lower body, stuff like that. You'll start to compensate. So fast forward to a little bit where I'm trying to overstride, and you'll see exactly where that problem is when we look at the shank angle at initial contact. So this is just the angle of where my lower body relative to the ground the moment you touch the floor. So think of your leg like a pillar, and that pillar's support, obviously. And when I'm landing at 0 degrees, like in my earlier running, the pillar is straight up and down. So right under the center of mass, this allows my joints to stack and absorb the contact and shock naturally. But when I look at this shot, the angle hits 8 degrees. That's the telltale sign of overstriding. And so instead of landing under my hips, under my center of mass, my foot is reaching out in front. And so this turns my leg into a braking force rather than a spring. So instead of the force moving through my muscles, it just sends a shock wave straight into my shin bone. And again, shin splints. Even a small change too, like this, it increases the load on the tibia. And again, this is why monitoring this specific angle, it's so critical for runners staying healthy. Like think of overstriding like this for miles and miles. Like what do you think is gonna happen? And so I do want to bring up the Gait analysis report too as well. So right off the bat, say you have a client or even just yourself, it's gonna be, actually let's just go back to that. So phases, strike, mid stance, it'll give you everything you need. Show all joint angles, recommendations for every joint as well, posture, recommendations too for posture too. And so let's finish here, just pretty simple graph too as well, right where my cadence was 168. So pretty simple fix. We use a step rate to focus on higher cadence, and then kind of like my 168 here, we naturally flatten that bounce and keep the landing vertical. So AiKYNETIX, it's gonna allow you to put this kind of research grade data right on your laptop, right on your phone, so you can stay efficient and injury-free. So really simple video, really simple fix. Probably do more gait analysis in the future as well. So big takeaways, I would say center of mass, right under your center of mass, checking your cadence, and use AiKYNETIX to help you out. And I'll look forward to those next videos too, and I'll see you next time.